Hey y'all, it is Coach Mozingo here, your favorite creative success coach / journalist. You know how it goes. This is deeper than, and we are here with Elevator J. Super excited to have him on the show today. So stay tuned. What's up, y'all? This is Coach Mozingo here, and I don't even know how to start this off. I mean, do I have enough sauce? Do I have enough sauce to introduce who we have today? I don't know, babe. Do I have enough sauce? I'm trying to get there. If I don't have it, it's dripping. I can get some of the puddle, right? We have Elevator J here, and I could not be happier. Thank you so much for doing this and coming up just to chat it up with me. I'm, getting my footing back into the city, and the people that I want to talk to, you're definitely at the top of the list.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you've been a catalyst for just good music, good energy for a long time. So It was just natural that I reach out to you. So
much appreciated. I appreciate you having me on here.
I'm excited. So I'm gonna let you introduce yourself to everyone. Of course, this is going everywhere that I can plaster it.
Okay.
And you just let them know who you are. Of course, we know where you're from, but definitely shout it out.
Yeah.
And what you do.
Well, I'm Elevator J, in case you ain't know. Born and raised in Charlotte, North Carolina, the west side to be exact, Batersford Road, what they call the West End now. I'm a music artist, sometimes DJ. I throw parties. Drive trucks for a living. Man, I'm part of a saddle club, all that, man. I just, I don't like to work too hard to live life. So,
I love that. I don't want to work too hard to live life. Y'all was just saddled up this weekend.
Yeah, we saddled up this weekend,
How
went downtown. Yeah, it was cool, A lot of people ain't used to seeing it, so it's always good to show everybody something different.
Yeah,
especially something that been going on anyway. They just knew, and they ain't seeing this down here like that.
I love seeing us on horses. It feels very, very cool. It feels right.
Yeah.
Like this is for me.
Yeah.
It's very regal.
Yeah.
So it's very, very dope to see what you do and how you move and how you make sure that we're represented. Country is represented. Blackness is represented. So how you carry yourself and how you carry the things that you attach yourself to, phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Very excited about it. So my first introduction to you was the Don't Wait Till It's Cool with Chanel and NC Always. And pretty much since then, everything has been spinning. Like, I have watched your YouTube videos, just how you present your work has been super inspirational to me. Because I'm a fan of hip hop. I've always been a fan of hip hop. My first introduction to hip hop was Ludacris. So I'm actually really excited to see him. I had, oh my gosh, it was word of mouth. Listened to that album, fell in love with it, bought every single one after that, right?
Okay.
So of course I'm yay high. I probably shouldn't be listening to Splash Waterfalls, but I'm in there like, shouldn't have been. Shouldn't have known nothing about that song.
It is what it is.
So it was so funny. I was in middle school and my dad found my CD collection. He has a vast CD collection, and he was just like, oh my gosh. So he took all of them, knew I'd be devastated, and went to buy all the clean versions. So he didn't take it from me, and I appreciated that. And then as I grew, he continued to expose me to different music. He's a huge hip hop and funk fan, so I had been listening to all types of like psychedelic funk and good stuff like that.
Right.
So that was how me and hip hop first met.
Okay.
So I want to ask you, where or how did you and hip hop meet?
Yeah, we really finna tell our age now. So, so my first hip hop experience that I can really remember, my cousin had this. I got two people in my life who really helped, put hip hop on me. I'm both on family. One on my blood, but the other one I grew up with even before I was born. That's a whole nother story. But we real tight family. So between both of them two women, my blood cousin had this. She stayed in Hickory Grove at the time. Shout out to the East Side. Had a VHS tape, and the VHS tape was a crisscross. So you know how in this day, and age, we got like documentaries on YouTube, or we might have something on the gram or something like that. They had a whole VHS that came out with the totally crossed out album. So it was a documentary, pretty much what we do now, BTS, all that tour, all that they were showing. It's crazy because now that I think about it, they were showing like the tour dates that they were going, like some of the tour shows that they were going to, and they'll break out and show like a official video every now and then on the VHS tape or whatever. But yeah, man, crisscross, totally crossed out. I had got the cassette tape from her and everything. Ooh. And we was really on crisscross heavy. Like that was like us looking up to how kids might look at the invaluable or something like. Yeah. Like me and my cousins, I remember at a cookout, you know what I'm saying? We were just like, hey man, we're gonna take turns using the bathroom, man. We gotta switch our clothes backwards. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it was real. That's the power influence, you feel me? Yeah. So yeah, we did that, you know what I'm saying? Of course, you know, auntie and mama and them, they, well, put y'all clothes, you know what I'm saying? But we got in trouble for it. But yeah, that's what we was on. You know what I'm saying?
Like buttoning up your pants on the
I'm talking about that. That was the thing. You had to come with your clothes backwards, you feel me?
Yeah.
And we saw that trend actually recreate itself. I want to say what Nelly started doing that or something. Then they started wearing like you had to turn your jersey around or something like that later on in the 2000s.
Something they were doing with their jersey.
Yeah. But anyway, not to get too long on that one, but crisscross and Bone Thugs and Harmony. Those are my favorite like two back when it started for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Bone.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I knew I had every Bone. Yeah.
Mine's is definitely, I had all the Luda albums, all T.I. albums. I was like, Southern hip hop was definitely like Outkast, Equipment, all of those things just cultivated into my love and passion for Southern hip hop particularly, but hip hop overall. Like I love West Coast, New York. I've been tapping into like Korean hip hop. Like it's so universal.
That's what's up.
And they are saying that this year marks the 50th anniversary of hip hop. I think Amazon Music has been celebrating it. Essence Festival is about to do something celebrating 50 years in hip hop, or when it started getting worldwide recognition.
It's still young.
Yeah, it's very young. It's very young.
Damn.
So with that 50th anniversary happening, you know, we're in the middle of it. How would you say hip hop has changed your life?
Well, one of the main things is it ain't really regional like that no more. You know what I'm saying? You used to be able to tell. It really was like wherever you was at, that's what you was making. And now everybody just really make whatever they feel like making. It don't matter where you at. You know what I'm saying? So somebody could be in the South and, you know, their favorite music might be a more East Coast sound. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody could be in the East Coast now and maybe they like to make some West Coast stuff. But it's in hip hop really now, it ain't even about, like I said, it ain't even about that. Them just for the people who like what they like. Like me, I'm a Southern rap artist. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all know what I like. You know what I mean? So, but just for like the general public, like I feel like everybody who making music right now, it's kind of like it's like a same sound almost. You feel what I'm saying? It's similar. You know what I'm saying?
It's very similar.
Yeah, it's like at one point it ain't so trappy like how it was when it first started, but like the whole world was trappy. You feel what I'm saying? So it ain't matter where you was at, whether you was in the South, on the West Coast, you know, with the whole drill thing and stuff like that. And that's just where it has evolved from. You know what I'm saying? But even in Japan, like you was talking about, they trapped out over there too. You feel what I'm saying? So it's all just one small world, man. And everybody got access to the internet, so you ain't got to stay nowhere no more to make that kind of music.
Yeah. I say sometimes the older you get, the smaller the world gets.
Yeah, for sure.
So having those different experiences and music in general is something that's universal, global. But you take something as sacred as hip hop, and you know that's something that was birthed
Yeah.
from us. So being in a position where you can look and see that influence, it's like but also a little bit of pride. It's just like y'all are you want to be what we have, and that sauce is ours.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, thank
Yeah.
you. But you know,
It's bittersweet.
Yeah, it is.
I try not to
It
get
is.
too. I try not to
It
get too
is.
personal about it, cause you know what I'm saying. Then somebody like, oh, you just hate him. Like,
Yeah,
nah,
no,
bro. It's
the
like,
bittersweet's definitely.
man, bro. You know what I'm saying. This
Yeah.
hours, man. You know what I'm saying. Ooh, ooh, but you know, it is what it is, man. That's the power of influence.
Yeah.
I'd rather see it want to be bitten off of or taken and stuff like that than, you know, pretty much like disrespected or whatever like that. But you know, if you're gonna take something, just pay homage to it or give people what's due to them.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? Don't take something and then reap the benefits and then leave who created it in the dirt. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. That's how I see it.
Yeah, it's like you ain't gotta kiss my feet, but
Right.
the acknowledgement is cool. Like it's like, hey, like that homage, that respect thing. That's what hip hop should be.
Yeah.
You know, we all have a common goal to spread messages and themes in our stories. So I want to ask you, what message or theme do you often explore in your music? What is something that you're always trying to make sure you translate?
I feel like number one, I can't run from it. I can't lie about it. Like number one on my list, I prioritize letting people know where I'm from, because still to this day, they still get confused about Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Like they get confused about the north side of it. They get confused about the south side of it. You know what I'm saying? I just want people to. I fly the flag everywhere I go. I want people to know about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's number one. You know what I'm saying? And evidently, I'm from the south. You know what I'm saying? I don't try to jam it in folks' mouth like that, because you hear it. I'm just telling like a story that even somebody in the furthest corner of the West can feel. You know what I'm saying? It just from below the line. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is.
Yeah. The Southern hip hop, or Carolina. Let's go ahead and bring it into Carolina.
Yeah, bring it into Carolina.
Carolina hip hop is just, I feel like there's so many different styles, and I think that's what makes Carolina hip hop rich. Like there is no particular sound that comes out of Carolina, but you know all of it's skill. Like I will say that the artists that have come that I know about that have come from North Carolina or the Carolinas in general have been amazing artists, amazing lyricists, amazing production. Of course, Rhapsody, Nick Grant, he's out of South Carolina, but also just incredible. You have just so many different artists that come from Carolina. So how important is it for you to continue to stamp NC across the hip hop scene?
It's very important. It's funny you said that. I'm starting to slowly realize why it's so many different variations of the music down here. You know what I'm saying? Because we got people that always been here, went away, came back, you know what I'm saying? Or people that came from somewhere else, came down here, set up shop. So it's been a whole bunch of stuff like that. You know what I mean? And then we got the people who always been here, never went nowhere and stood their ground. You feel what I'm saying? So it's important to know that, you know, everybody probably got relatives and ancestors that came from the Carolinas. You feel what I'm saying? All the way back in slavery, like we was here and then they made it somewhere else, you know, and built families other places, and then they return and bring what they got from up there down here. Or we always been down here, so we still hold our ground. Like we said, you know, my people really ain't never went nowhere. You know what I'm saying? They was either North Carolina, South Carolina, stayed here, whatever like that. But other people might have went to New York. They came back down from New York, you know what I'm saying, and brought their styles down here. So it's a little bit of everything, and I like it. You know what I'm saying? It's 10 styles is better than one.
Yeah.
But the most important thing is what been down here. You know what I'm saying? Everybody need to zoom in on it and respect it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, go learn who played the Piedmont blues. Like, some of the most famous people who played Piedmont blues. You know, you got black women, black men. Like, zoom in on them people. You know what I'm saying?
There's so much light to be shed on the richness of North Carolina and the Carolina, South Carolina, just impact and influence.
Yeah.
So with all of those things, with knowing, you know, this is my message, this is my theme, this is the trajectory that I want to take my career, my life. What is your definition of success? What does success look like for your music career?
Success to me, that's a loaded one.
See, I like to ask people this because I'm like, when I'm coaching, I'm like, you have to define what that is for you.
Right.
You can't look at somebody else's. Like success to me is being able to wake up and plan out my day. Like I feel successful now. Did my car just get stolen and my ignition a little messed up? Yes, but I got my car back, so I still feel grateful and gratitude. So what does it look like for you? What do you think it looks like for you?
To me, success look like, cause I feel success right now. You feel me? Like been working on this thing since I was 12. You feel me? And just to see everybody like congratulate me and just everywhere I go, somebody know me, but it ain't nothing weird. It's like it really be feeling like some hometown hero stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm dealing like people always say, man, when I get on and stuff like that, like that's why I had to change my mentality. I'm like, I'm on right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's just different levels to it. You feel me? So right now, people in the region just might know me. You know what I'm saying? And maybe a little bit of people outside the region, but it's always success is like, man, I'm trying to cover everywhere on the planet. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I'm seeing success every day.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. We're gonna take a quick intermission, give us time to, you know, sip and drink a little bit more, get you hydrated, fluid, and then we're gonna hop back into it.
Okay. Hey man, it's your boy Elevator J checking in one more again, and this time, man, I'm kicking it with Deeper Than. You know, with me, it's deeper than music, man. So, you know, this how we rockin'. Shout out to y'all.
All right, Elevator J. Chicken thigh, chicken leg. Leg, flying or driving?
Flying.
Flying. Okay. So one of them toy baits or live bait for fishing?
Artificial.
Artificial bait. Okay. Gold or silver?
Gold.
All right. And last one, right? Spring chicken or summer rooster?
Damn. Summer rooster.
Summer rooster.
Yeah.
There it is. Summer rooster is out now, streaming everywhere. All right, it's okay if you're not the spring chicken no more. It's gonna be all right. You might need a knee brace now. Do what you need to do so that you can thrive at the summer rooster.
You know, I'm a Libra, so I had a good explanation on why you need to be both. You feel me? Yeah.
Yeah. When's your birthday?
October 11th.
October 11th.
Yeah. You already know. Yeah.
Yay! I love Libras.
We just be chilling. Yeah. That's what's up.
Yay!
Yeah.
All right. So, in just talking about just you and your work in general, how would you describe your creative process? What does that look like for you?
It ain't never the same, really. Nah, it ain't never the same. It just, I'm inspired by a whole bunch of stuff, you know what I'm saying? I look at it, take it, and make it my own, you feel what I'm saying? And, cause ain't nothing new under the sun, you feel me? So yeah, my creative process is also being around other creative people too. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, like I just got off the phone with my partner Harvey Cummings. You know what I mean? Like he been helping me create music since one of the earlier projects. So I just like to keep myself surrounded by other great people. You feel me?
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
That's important. That's important. Having that tribe, having that mentorship, but also that just brotherhood, sisterhood, just to be able to bear witness, you know, to the growth and feed off each other. It's like we have a handshake where we like do a slap, slide, clank, clank.
Yeah.
Just the iron sharpens iron.
Yeah, iron sharpens iron.
So having those people, and then oh my gosh, Harvey, absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Look, his musical background and his musical expertise is just Insane. So with your creative process and just work and balance in life and passions, like how do you balance your work life and all of and music, and do you have like a recipe for that balance?
Still try to, cause of course, when it comes to work, if people got 9 to 5 stuff like that, of course that's gonna be a set schedule off the rip. You know what I mean? So I like to take that and then try to, if possible, try to carve out and make time for the other stuff I need to be doing around that. So, if you got a 9 to 5 out there, you know what I'm saying, you start with that, cause what you ain't really, you might have a little pool and say, hey, company, can I get this day off or something like that? But start with that, you feel me? And then just work your way around that. So for instance, like, if I work 4 days out the week, then that means I got the weekend plus an extra day to see what I need to do for me. And all the other stuff I got going on. So, I just try to work that, because people still need money out here, and if they can't just drop their stream of income, you can just still balance the time the best way possible. You know what I'm saying? But you can't, but my thing is, I got to have some, for the me time, I got to have some me time just to stay sane, you feel me? I can't just be out here work, you know what I'm saying? I got to be able to go hit a lake or something, go hit the water or something, clear my mind, or hop on one of the horses and get that therapy over there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so you gotta have that time to get that therapy for yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just to be all the way cool and sane and stuff like that through all this stuff. Yeah.
Cause boy, one of my biggest pillars is mental health. Like I'm a real huge mental health advocate, and I'm always saying like, when you're talking about being a creative and being in the world of creativity, mental health is so important because our headspace drives a lot of our creativity. It's how our heart and mind are where all things are born. So protecting that headspace is so important. So I know you mentioned the lake and horse. What are some other things that you do to kind of protect that headspace, guard your heart, and things like that?
Just something simple as like even going to the bar or something like that, playing some pool or something. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Food make me happy.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? So like it's just like, yeah, you might say, well, I'm a live below the means or something like that, or you might say, shit, I'm gonna just go fix some noodles or something like that. Every now and then, shit, blow your money on some crab legs or something.
Hey.
Make yourself happy, you feel me? Like,
hey now.
You feel me? Just something, you know what I'm saying? You can't be so uptight all the time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need to do it, celebrate yourself.
Yeah.
And your accomplishments.
That's important.
Yeah.
That's important. That self-celebration, self-recognition, it helps. Like you have to get used to hearing yourself congratulate yourself. Like, we always want other people to be like, it's nice to get that outward recognition, but to be able to celebrate yourself and congratulate yourself, hearing your voice say, you're doing a good job. Like those things are important, that positive self-talk, because it's hard. Like being in a creative career can get difficult. Not only are you creating from your heart, your heart is your business. Your art is your business. So that, that like Erykah Badu said, it comes with some sensitivities.
Yeah, for real.
It comes with some sensitivities. So being able to fine tune, like, okay, these are my spaces where I'm safe, I feel good, I feel it's fun, getting those crab legs. We made that a priority when we were out of town this past weekend, and just you gotta make light of life.
For real.
It's heavy. Things can get really heavy. And that's not to say to like live in this fantasy world where things, where reality doesn't exist.
Right.
But it's being able to acknowledge reality and still be grateful.
Yeah.
We were talking earlier about just gratefulness.
Yeah. Cause most of that stuff gonna happen anyway, you know what I'm saying? It's all real life. What I learned is it's about the way you look at this stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's where the dog part come in. Like it's the way we be looking at stuff. You know what I'm saying? And whether it be like cause everybody you got, if it's a death in the family, you got the right to grieve how you want to grieve. You know what I'm saying? But even death, you know what I'm saying, which is probably like the worst thing on our that's probably like the top thing on the most darkest shit, my bad, dark and
No,
stuff.
you're good. You're
You know what I'm
good.
saying? But you know,
feel
death
it.
might be at the top of the list, right? But it's all about how you look at it, though. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, grieve how you want to grieve, because we gonna miss somebody, but it's like you gotta celebrate it at the same time, which is why people, like, for instance, like, people down in New Orleans, they do second line. They celebrate death because that's another stage of life. You feel what I'm saying? So, or if we talking about losing a job, or like you said, getting your car stole, it's like, it's the way you look at it. Yeah, you're gonna be mad at first, but then you gotta sit back, calm down, and be like, damn, so what door is this shit finna open? You feel what I'm saying? You walk through, and the door gonna close, but then you gotta walk through another one.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
You can't stay in that one room.
Yeah.
You can't stay in that one room. It's a lot of doors. It's a big world. Like I tell people all the time, like, get out there. Like, get out there. It's so much stuff happening. So many different resources out there. So many different people to connect to and connect with. Like, you want to have my goal is to be pretty much good anywhere. Like, I try to make sure I foster connections across the world. Like, I want to be able to pull up in London because I know somebody, and not just be there as a complete, tourist or stranger.
Oh yeah.
So what are some of your favorite places that you've been to or traveled to? And how has that impacted your music career in your life?
The beach is always like one of my favorite places to go. Just cause, I like peace, like the water and stuff like that. Or we might plan a fishing trip down there and go hit the ocean and go fishing and stuff like that.
Outer Banks, Carolina Beach.
To be all the way honest, I only been to Outer Banks one time my whole life. You feel what I'm saying? And people think just because you live in Carolina, it's like we over here, we over there, we over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just one of the places where you went. I went as a child, and I still got to go back. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's about 5 hours away from where we at now. You know what I'm saying? And it's just one of the places I haven't been a lot. Plenty of places in Carolina, period, that I haven't been, but I love the state of Carolina, first of all, just to answer your question, because we got the beaches, you can be in the country, you can be in the mountains, you can be in the city. So, you know what I'm saying, I still need to explore a lot of different places in my own soil. I went to Jamaica one time, that was cool. I still want to go back to Jamaica. I still got a whole bunch of places to go to though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I will say this, no disrespect on our own soil, but it's like America, period, like, it's kind of almost, it's the same around the whole world, but America is like, once you've been to a certain amount of places in America, it's like, I really kind of want to go out the country, you know what I'm saying, to see what they got going on, because it get kind of like repetitive over here. It's just a different look. It just be looking different. You feel what I'm saying? Not dissing nobody, not dissing none of our 50 states over here, nothing like that. But it's just like, you know what I'm saying, like I done been to Cali, I done been to New York, you know what I'm saying, I done been to New Orleans, like I done been a few places, and I'm like, now I'm ready to go out the country now. You know what I'm saying, I want to see some different shit.
No, definitely.
I want to experience different cultures, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think that's so important. Just to be in those different spaces and witness those different things, see how they cook things differently, and it's like it's very spiritual surrounding food. Like we would travel for food. Like we somewhere, I think Tokyo has a ramen festival that we're trying to get to. So it's just like things like that are impactful for. It's important. I think it's important for us to experience different cultures and different places and see different architecture and things like that. It's like, look at this building. This is a big building, and it's plastered in like artwork. So it's really cool to see that. And my in high school a lot, I go to Wrightsville Beach.
Oh, okay.
So that was my
Shout out to Wilmington.
Yes, that was my getaway escape to a beach. So definitely feel you on that. Now, we working on my swimming. I'm getting better, okay?
It take a whole lot to swim, man.
As an adult?
It take a lot. Yeah, it take a lot.
I so wish they just would have tossed me in the pool when I was little. Because right now, it's very different. But I love to be in the water. Like, I like the beach. I like the water.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go too far. My wife will definitely be out in the ocean swimming. I'll be like, wow, you are a little far away.
See, we the same. I know what you mean. You know what I'm saying? See, we go to the beach and we used to be way out there so far that if it was like a lifeguard on duty, they blow that whistle. But y'all come on back now. Y'all too far out there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Speaking of y'all travel, I used to watch Anthony Bourdain a lot. You know what I'm saying? And he definitely inspired me to want to like get out. Cause like for one thing, I love food. And you know what I'm saying? I love just being, one thing I liked about his show was, and it's probably other great shows out there too, but one thing about his show was he tried the food, but then he'll break down the history of where he was at and tap in with the people.